This week, I was inspired by the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, as money is a defense. But the excellence of knowledge is that wisdom gives life to those who have it. Here we are, next day after I went to Madame Hokui and taking my hair down because I'm going to install Kinky Twist. My Kinky Twist, how I install it, not necessarily how to, but it's how I install it, it's how I've learned to install it. So the first thing I did was part my hair down the middle. If you don't know how to necessarily part, that's another issue, okay? You're gonna need to know how to part your hair, y'all. So I parted mine starting behind my ear and then went all the way across. Now normally, I will decide how big I want my stuff. How big I want my parts. So I tend to follow my hairline. So the way my hairline is, I have these points that go in right here. So that's normally where I'll start my parts. So I'm gonna part down here, make sure that's straight. Now you don't have to do it like this. You can part your hair any way you want to. But I just tend to use this as my guide as far as how it will fall on my face. So that's one. So I'm gonna twist this out the way. When I installed my knotless braids, I went ahead and pre-sectioned every part that I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna find myself a clip. So I'm gonna clip that right there. Okay, so I'm gonna follow the same thing. I feel like when you have your set, at least I don't necessarily have to have each individual section done, but most of it needs to be done. So now I'm gonna actually part on the other side again, following the point right here. Make sure they both feel about the same type of thickness, and they do. Okay, so this must be quite even. So now I'm going to clip this up, and I'm gonna clip this up too. So now I have this done, right? So this should come out to be about 10 twists for my front, if I part this correctly. I'm gonna do a middle part. So I have my middle part. So I think that's the first part, right? Part your stuff out. Now you don't have to do all this. You can part, twist. But when I installed my knotless braids, this really came in handy, already having it parted out. So I'm gonna try to divide this as evenly as possible. So now I'm gonna part this out. All right, that should be one twist. Okay, make sure that's even. Okay, we have 3 parts. So now that I have that down, I'm just gonna follow the same lines going across. All right, have all my parts in. So now I'm ready to start installing these twists. It should go fast. Why? Because all my parts are done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 19. That's fine. I don't have an even number. I will leave. So now we're going to install. I'm using hair I've already used before, of course. This is the hair. I've already used this hair before. Let's think about Riley hair. You can reuse as much as you want. Most of this is black right here, and then I have the color separated. I'm going to mainly use the color in the front of my head. The back will be mainly black. As you can see, I kind of like this color, similar to what I use for my knotless braids. If you haven't seen that knotless braids vlog, definitely check it out. I will leave the link in the description box or in the info card right here in the top corner. Okay, check it out because it was pretty good. This is similar color to what I used in that video. I do like the color quite a bit. So I'm gonna use the colored parts in my front and then black in the back, okay? No pun intended. Let's get started. This really should go fast. When you have your flow down, it really does not take long. Kinky twists can be however long you want it to be. If you want it to be really, really long, then all you wanna do is you'll pull and adjust how this is. And when you open the pack of hair, like I tend to use the Marley hair. When you open a pack of hair, it comes like this, right? This is an unused pack of hair. It comes in strands already set up for you. Depending on how thick you want it. I don't know the science behind determining how thick, because it also depends how thick your actual hair is too. So I tend to stay with 3 or 2 strands. So I'm gonna combine them all together. I'm gonna play with how the ends fall. Like you see how it's like kind of already tapered? I'm cool with that. I wanna make sure when I pull down, it stops at the same point so that when I do it on my head, I don't have one that's longer than the other. Does that make sense? All right, now as far as moisturization of my hair, I use a lot of jam for those knotless braids. I wanna stay away from using so much jam. You know, I just did it that way because that's the standard way, and I was just like my first time doing it, so let me follow suit. But at the end of the day, I really don't like it. I'd rather just use either a leave-in conditioner and cream and a buttercream, or just the buttercream. So I'm actually gonna use a combination of both. I don't have much buttercream left over. It's just that awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and start. So I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize my hair. Now I am very tender-headed, and I say that because if you are tender-headed when you are twisting this hair, because as you're twisting, it's twisting at your scalp, right? So you're gonna want to keep the twist in place. I'm gonna detangle a little bit here with my wide tooth comb, and as far as the jam goes, I'm just gonna use it at the edge area, not too much. I really don't want a lot. And also with kinky twist, the more rough, quote unquote, it looks, the prettier it actually does. Kind of blends into the hair very well. So yeah, for me personally, I don't want a sleek look with my kinky twist. I do want it to look kinky. All right, so when it comes to twisting, I parted my hair diagonally, okay? Do you have to? No, you can probably go like this if you want to. So I have this right here. I'm gonna try to explain as best as I can. Taking the hair, again, keeping it even, holding it right in the middle so that both sides end at the same time. The goal is that whatever area you twist the top, or if you're gonna start with your bottom, I'm going clockwise, then the other section will go counterclockwise. Can't twist both sides in the same direction. It's going to untwist. So let me show you. I tend to hold the top, take the middle of this, and I just put it right there. Y'all see that? Right there, boom. And so, taking my thumb, I'm gonna hold it in place, okay? That's my hair on top, kinky twist, holding it in place. It's like I just gripped them both together, but making sure that's the middle of this hair so that it's still even. Now I have this bottom part, I'm gonna grab it all together, and then I'm twisting counterclockwise down here. As I twist, you see how this finger is grabbing? Because then I'm gonna twist again, grabbing. I'm twisting 3 times. I don't always twist 3 times, so that's what I did right now. Now I went counterclockwise down here, which means I have to go clockwise on top. So keeping this going counterclockwise, I'm going to now bring this over clockwise. And now you have the option, again, this is how I do it. When I bring it over, I just start twisting. And this is gonna be quite thick. Do I wanna keep it this thick? And this is what I mean. You have to try it out and see. Yeah, so I'm gonna undo this one. I'm gonna take some of the hair out. So I want it to be a little thinner. So that's a little thinner now. I'm gonna take the middle, combine it with this top part, and I'm gonna take the bottom and hold it. I'm gonna start from the bottom. Again, I'm twisting counterclockwise. So as I'm twisting, going backwards with it basically. Because I went backwards down here, I have to go forward up here, okay? So going forward, and now I'm twisting them around each other. And this is why I say if you're tender-headed, have a clip, because now I'm gonna clip this down right here so that as I'm twisting, it's not tightening up at my scalp, you know, because I'm feeling that, because being tender-headed, you feel everything. I'm gonna keep that in place, and I am just twisting. So I feel like for kinky twist, you definitely need to know how to two-strand twist. If you don't know how to two-strand twist, then that's where you need to start. I'm gonna use a little bit of the jam for my ends. As I'm twisting, I'm still twirling. Y'all see that? Still twirling it with it. This helps to keep it tight. Also helps in disguising your hair into the kinky twist. I'm gonna do it a few times on camera. I want y'all to see my hand. As I'm grabbing it, I'm still going like that. Twisting. Still going like that. Twisting. And I'm working my way all the way down. Undo. That's the twist. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? Try it again. All right, here we go. So that's me parting like that. Boom. If I want to part just straight down the middle, I can do so too. And I'll just show you how that looks. I personally don't think it really matters how you part when you're about to start twisting. Maybe it does, but I personally don't think it does. I haven't seen the reason why. But maybe I'm about to discover it right now while I try it on camera with y'all. Moisturizing my hair. Moisturized hair is happy hair. Again, I don't want to use a lot of jam because I feel like the beauty of kinky twist is the kinkiness of it. Also, when you're parting like this, try to make it as even as you can. All right, getting color. So again, making sure this is not too thick. This is the color. This is what I'm using here. Again, now I'm going to pull it to make sure they're even on both ends. Okay. So that's even. They both stop at the same part. Now I'm gonna use a little bit of jam. Just a little bit at the root. Work it in. This is a very wide section. All right, so I have this middle part right here. Boom, boom, boom. Placing it right in here. I'm gonna grab it And while I'm grabbing it, my own hair, I'm holding it taut, okay? So now I'm gonna grab the bottom. I'm going to start twisting backwards at the bottom, which is counterclockwise. As I'm twisting, that's my hair right there. I'm holding it with the bottom Marley hair. Twisting, holding, okay? I went backwards, which means this top part has to do what? Go forward. Bringing it with the Marley hair. And now I'm twisting them together. Again, tender-headedness, take your clip. Prefer you can get clips that have combs in it like this one. See those little indentions? Yeah, that really helps to hold it in place. All right, and now I'm gonna twist downwards. As I'm twisting, because my hair is so kinky and coily, I am pulling at it to smooth it out. Again, as I'm twisting, I am still rolling it with it, especially where my hair is. Undo and boom, we have two. All right, so now I'm gonna show y'all in the front. Let me moisturize her. Make sure I work it in very well. Moisturized hair is what? Happy hair. Clean scalp is what? Happy scalp. I want this very first one to be blonde. So we're gonna take this right here. Now you probably like, this is just 2 strands and that's enough. This thing is thick. It's already at the even. Perfect for me, I ain't got to do too much work. So now I'm gonna split. Boom. All right, so here we are. Again, this is, as you can see, this is not a tutorial of how you should do it, y'all. This is how I do it. And so I just wanted to show y'all. I have my top one. I'm gonna hold it, put that middle right inside of it and grip it. This is the bottom part with my hair attached. This is the top part. I'm gonna start twisting at the bottom, counterclockwise, smoothing my hair into the braiding hair or into the twisting hair. Okay, y'all see that? Twisting counterclockwise. I don't want to go too hard in this area. And now I'm going to bring this clockwise. Again, that's my hair on top. You see the braiding hair? I'm going to grip them together and bring them forward. And I twist. Y'all saw how my hand still went like that. So I'm twisting counterclockwise, going further down, right? When you start it's off, the first section you're twisting, whatever section you are twisting that in, the top part that's going to come over it has to go in the opposite direction. But as you start the rest of the twist, you notice you're doing both. You're bringing this the opposite direction, but you're still twisting counterclockwise. Undo. And there you have it. Mine are not that long, but I'm okay with that. Why? Because it will all be up into a ponytail. A bun. Bun. All right, so let me kind of re-explain what I mean by that. When you're doing this twist, you're gonna always have a top. Even if I part this down the middle like this, this is my top, this is my bottom. If I part it diagonally like this is still my top, this is still my bottom. If I were to say, you know what, I want to go clockwise with the bottom part, going this way, right? Or which means if I wanted to go the same way as this, then these hands are moving the same way. That's not gonna work. This is gonna become undone. Let me show y'all real quick. Ooh, y'all, I love y'all, because I'm over here about to waste a little bit of my time to show you the wrong way of doing this. All right, so we have the Marley here, I'm using 1 strand. So let's say I'm going counterclockwise. Boom, boom, boom. So if I was to go this way and now say, all right, so now let me take this over and twist. Y'all see what's happening with the Marley hair? It came right out. So you can't take it the same direction. I hope that made it a little bit clearer. If your top part is going counterclockwise, your bottom part is going clockwise. If your bottom part is going counterclockwise, your top part is going clockwise. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the rest of this. And y'all are more than welcome just to watch me, okay? real quick. As you're twisting this hair, another way of making sure you're rolling this is as you're bringing it over, roll it between your fingers, right? See how I'm kind of gripping this right here? And I'm rolling it, okay? Rolling. Like you're rolling a piece of paper. Like you're going like that with a Tootsie Roll or something like that. You know, just kind of do that with the hair. So just bring it like that, boom, boom, boom. And you would notice it roll into your fingers. So as I just said, depending on what side you are on, you're either gonna be going backwards the whole time or you go forward the whole time. So me being right-handed, on my right side, as you can see, my twists are all going forward. On the left side, it was all going backwards. So the front is done. I'll show you me twisting in the back, because I don't know, sometimes for me personally, when I watch people's tutorials and stuff like that, I do like to see them do it from all directions, left side, right side, in the back, and everything in the back is going to be black. So y'all saw me do it from right, middle to left. I have more to say in reference to my parting, but we'll talk about that in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And like that, y'all, I'm done with installing my kinky twist. Now, some things I want to note about the way I install it. As you can see, I'm not a perfectionist with the parting. I actually like a little bit of messy parts. I'm okay with that. And at the same time, to me, the parting is not the beauty of this hairstyle. I feel like the beauty of this hairstyle is the kinkiness of it, which is why I don't like to smooth and use so much of this jam to get this thing all neat and I don't feel like I need to do all that for this hairstyle. Okay, so then also I want to also make note of the sizing, right? Some of these I have 2 strands like this, and some of these I just have 1. Why? Because the sizing of each part, my own hair comes with its own thickness. So I don't want it to be so thick. That's why y'all saw me redo this one, and I redid this one because it was way too thick, girl. Okay, it needs to blend in some type of way. So yes, so keep in mind of that. When it comes to how long you want it, I've had these twists before, and I've had it down to my butt. If I were to have that, I think there's already Marley hair that is that long, but if not, another trick you can do is when you have two short hairs and you want to make it longer, let me just show it real quick without taking too much of your time. So these are the ends of the hair, right? I will just take one end, take another section, take that end, and put it right over each other like so, like that. So however long I want it to be, I can just tug, 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 tug until it's as long as I want it to be, right? So now this is pretty long. If I'm like, you know what, no, I want it to be a little bit shorter, then of course you're just gonna readjust. And now it's shorter. So that's a little trick that y'all probably already know. I don't know, but y'all never heard me say it. No, I'm joking. So yes, y'all, kinky twist to me is a quick, simple, low maintenance style to do. I love twists. I love twists more like this. I don't necessarily like twisting my own hair. But when I first started my natural hair journey, it was mini twists that I actually transitioned with from relaxed hair to natural hair. So this is how I'm rolling with it, y'all. No baby hair. For what? I'm a grown woman, okay? But no, whatever natural baby hair wants to easily come out, like I have some, right? That's already there, so I don't need to do no extra. I think I might have to redo this one. Feel a little tight. Feel a little tight. Okay, there we go. So second of all, I feel like with kinky twist, if you feel any tension, you are twisting too tight. That's really my belief. Kinky twist, knotless braids, you should not feel tension. Knotless braids, from my experience, I've had chunky knotless braids, I had medium knotless braids, and I've had medium sized knotless braids. None of them gave me tension. I was able to style my hair that day. So my kinky twist is very lightweight. I love it. And as you can see, kinky twist can be really small in size or chunky. It can be even chunkier than this, okay? They can be long, they can be short. It just depends on your preference. Do I ever go smaller than this? Yes, I do. I have, and y'all most likely have seen it. So yes. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show a couple of styles I most likely would do with these kinky twists while I have it in for the next 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, probably most likely 4 weeks, a month. So let's style.
Show me the car when you turn me on. The way you tell me you want me down. Done it, I done this before you falling. I won't catch you, don't know I'm stalling. Cause you love to have them all crying. Calling me sweet, telling me you need me. But I'm from a city that's high school. I give them this and the more I go. Cause you a bad man, if she don't love money. She break grass real fast like conman. Wanna swim down to the deep end. Wanna know all my secrets, honestly. Can you keep it real? Cause honestly, I can tell that you're real fond of me. Baby, don't be shy, I can see it in your eyes. I've been running around, too bad, I've been sticking out your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from behind. I know you stand it how you taking all my time. Left, right, can you take it all night? Too bad, I've been sticking out your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from behind. I know you stand it how you taking all my time. Left, right, can you take it all night? Take it, baby, baby, I ain't scared to take it. Oh, and maybe when I take it, oh, I feel it coming down too strong.
As y'all can see, the hairstyle potential is a lot. It's a lot. If you really, if I think about this more, I can come out with a whole bunch of more styles that are really cute. So yes, the styling potential is excessive in my opinion. Just depends on how creative your mind goes. So yes, kinky twist gang gang, okay? So that's the way I do my kinky twist. Is it right? Is it wrong? Doesn't matter. What matters is that it works for what's me. The basis of any twist style you're doing, specifically Senegalese twist, kinky twist, Bob Marley twist, is that when it comes to attaching the hair, one section will go counterclockwise and the other section will go clockwise. And once the hair is attached, you are consistently twisting them both in the same direction while twirling it in the opposite direction so it can stay tight. I hope that makes sense. I hope seeing what I did on camera makes sense. Now, I do plan to do kinky twists again later on this year, many more times most likely, and I'll probably do it a lot smaller the next time I do it. I will try my hardest to go ahead and capture it on a vlog so y'all can see how I do it when it's smaller. So anywho, thank y'all for watching how I do my own kinky twist, okay? Y'all saw the preview of it. If you watched my vlog when I was installing it, you probably already knew this video was coming. And now we have come to today's Napchat question. I wanna know from y'all, Team Kinks. I've noticed over the years, I'm doing less and less how to style your kinky coily hair. I don't think I have many hairstyling videos in the last few years at least. So I wanted to know from y'all, would you like to see me just sprinkle every once in a while a styling video with contour? If so, let me know what styles you wanna see. Should I do coil outs, coils, perm rod set, flexi rod set? What you have in mind? Let me know in the comment box below, and trust me, your response will definitely help another natural out. I will catch you on the next one. So until then, remember my sister, my cousin, my friends, Team KINK, Team Kinks. Remember, in order to have healthy hair, you got to do healthy things consistently, even when you think nobody's watching. Okay? NappyFu checking out. Deuces.